But I'm thrilled they have, because no other body wash exfoliates and moisturizes 24/7 like Old Spice Gentleman's Himalayan Sea Salt Body Wash. Now, if only there was a mountain range separating the Indian subcontinent from the Tibetan plateau where I could hide my Old Spice and keep my family from stealing it, my impossibly smooth skin will finally be safe.
Here at KSMO Radio, I have 23 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock, and it's time to take a look at local news. Local news being brought to you as courtesy of KSMO. 3 Salem High School students will be performing in the Misha Music Festival in Columbia today. They are junior Xander During, who will be playing the bass clarinet, sophomore Thomas Harris, who will play the euphonium, and freshman Mason Tomnitz, who will also play the euphonium. The event will include 4,199 individual and group performances representing 358 schools. The state-level festival has an evaluative purpose during which students perform before some of the nation's top music educators who provide critiques and ratings of the students' musical abilities. Festival participants qualified by earning an exemplary rating at the respective district-level festival. Congratulations to these students. The Denton County Commission met Thursday morning at the courthouse. At the meeting, John McIntyre talked to the commission about chip and seal on Denton County Road 6180, where he said there is a soft spot or a depression in the roadway. He asked them if at one time MoDOT did not request taking over the road in exchange for a different road. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said that was true, as they wanted to take over maintenance of County Road 6180 and have the county take over maintenance on the of Route EE Spur. But there is a bridge on EE the county does not want to be responsible for, so no trade was made. McIntyre said that he had heard through an unnamed source that MoDOT was going to request that again, and asked the Commission to at least consider looking into the possibility of a trade. The Commission took no action on the request. Sherry Lee from Denton County Rural Addressing was in to tell the Commission about a grant for the new NG 911 system that Denton County Rural Addressing received to pay to update the current county 911 system. She said she received 4 bids for the grant, and after grading them out, she recommended going with SDR, who currently is the vendor used by Denton County Rural Addressing to create new addresses in the county. She said the grant is for $58,555, and there will be no out-of-pocket expenses to the county. She also said this is a different grant than the one Sheriff Bob Wells is getting for equipment and training, but is needed so that the address or location of the person calling will be recognized when a 911 call is received. Commissioner Larson said he wanted to do some research on this grant to make sure that there are no conflicts with the grant the county is writing through the Sheriff's Department. Lee said there is no hurry for the Commission to sign, but work by SDR will have to be done by December of this year. If the road report, District 1 Commissioner Wes Mowbray said grading was going to be done on Denton County Road 6410 and 6475, while brush is going to be cut on County Road 6460. He said he still had 2 dump trucks hauling conservation rock for the other district. District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk said grading was going to be done on Denton County Roads 2530, 3333, 3334, 3350, and 4380. He said his crews are also hauling rock to Denton County Road 2530, which is a conservation road. Commissioner Larson said he was contacted by Tammy Snodgrass from MRPC that the at-large for-profit board position held by John Smith is up for renewal. Larson said he will try to get in touch with Smith to see if he's still interested in holding that seat. Corky Stack from AEA Stack Design Group was in to review the punch list developed by he and the County Commission following their walkthrough last week before he emails it to the contractor. He said some things on the list have already been taken care of, but others, including some paint work and landscaping, still need to be done. He also submitted a pay voucher, which the Commission approved paying. The next meeting of the Denton County Commissioners will be Monday morning at 9 o'clock at the courthouse, and that meeting will be open to the public. Unused or expired medications will be able to be disposed of safely during Drug Take-Back Day tomorrow, Saturday, April 27th, from 10 tomorrow morning till 2 tomorrow afternoon. You may bring unused or expired medications to either Country Mart or Walmart parking lots for them to be disposed of properly and safely. Take Back Day is sponsored by a partnership with the Salem Police Department, the Denton County Sheriff's Department, and Healthy Denton County Prevention Coalition. Well, this Saturday at the Ozark Natural and Cultural Resource Center on Highway 19 at the exhibit called Crossroads Change in Rural America, there'll be a group discussion and reflection of what have we learned from Crossroads themes, starting at 10 o'clock. There'll also be a performance from the Salem Community Choir after the discussion. The exhibit is open through Thursday, May 2nd, and there's no charge to visit the exhibit. The Crossroads exhibit is part of the Museum on Main Street, a collaboration between the Smithsonian Institution and State Humanities Councils nationwide. Support for Museum on Main Street has been provided by the United States Congress. Stay tuned. I'll be right back with more local news.
Warmer weather is finally here, and it's time to bust out of the house and out of your routines. Get outside and try something new, like the new Bacon Cajun Ranch McCrispy, paired with an Oreo frappe and McDonald's world-famous fries. Say yes to spring with tender chicken covered in tangy Cajun Ranch sauce. You can even get 25% off any order of $5 or more when you use mobile order and pay in the app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through May 19th, 2024 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Excludes tax. Must opt into rewards. Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group used under license.
Hitting an underground line can cause serious injury. It could disrupt service to you and other customers, and it could potentially result in fines and repair costs. I'm Commissioner Jason Holzman of the Missouri Public Service Commission. Missouri law requires anyone digging underground to notify Missouri 811 before any excavation work begins. The 811 call center will then notify all relevant utilities in the project area. So remember, you must contact 811 before you dig. It's free, and it's the law.
Dig safely, it's the law.
Continuing with local news, the Denton County Health Center will be holding their Spring 2024 Health Fair and Vaccine Clinic Friday, May 3rd from 7 in the morning till 1 in the afternoon. No appointments are necessary. Denton County residents can get free basic screenings of blood pressure, height, weight determination, and BMI calculation. Rapid heart health screenings are available for lipid, that's cholesterol, and AAA1C for $34.50. Expanded services will be available for blood chemistry for $3.80. Vitamin D for $13.75, basic thyroid at $3.50, and blood counts for $3. Other services available include rapid blood lead screening for $10 plus free Narcan and free STD testing. Information and scheduling for additional services will be available. No orders are needed for screenings as the Denton County Health Center has a standing order for health screenings. In order to speed up the process, no insurance will be accepted. Some have asked if the Denton County Health Center is still located on MacArthur, and the answer is no. We're located at 1010 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard across from Town Country Bank. To answer other questions about the Health Center Spring Health Fair and Vaccine Clinic, feel free to call 573-729-3106. The City of Salem held a special meeting Wednesday at the Salem Community Center at the Armory to discuss Resolution Number 11-2024 for a donation by the City of Salem to the Salem Housing Authority of the City of Salem for the development of affordable housing for the benefit of the community. City Administrator Sally Burbridge updated the board on the sewer improvements that are scheduled to begin soon near the proposed property. She has been in contact with Mike Godey, the chairman of the Bone Break Board, about requesting an easement to allow for the sewer lines to be aligned on the Bone Break property. Jeff Meadows of Archer Elgin explained that a new sewer line will be built to improve sewer concerns in this neighborhood. The $200,000 cost for this project will be paid by the Certificate of Participation that was implemented in 2017 as part of the Phase 1 upgrades to the sewer treatment plant. Burbridge explained that if the Salem Housing Authority is able to secure funding to build the 24 units, the plans will still need to be submitted and reviewed by the city staff and engineers for final approval. Motion was made by Alderman John Whalen and seconded by Alderwoman Kayla Cisco to donate the old middle school property to the Salem Housing Authority. Alderman Bolerjack and Alderwoman Dent voted no, and Mayor Parker had to break the tie, and he voted yes to approve and pass this resolution. The meeting was then adjourned. The Salem Area Community Betterment Association, better known as SACBA, is accepting nominees for their Gift of Time Volunteer Awards to recognize volunteers who have made significant contribution to Salem and Denton County. Individuals or organizations who have volunteered or made a significant impact for our community for the years 2022 and 2023 are eligible. Nomination forms are available online on the Salem Community Area Betterment Association Facebook page. Nominations must be submitted by Friday, April 26th. Oh, by the way, that's today. Nominations must be submitted no later than today. This year's nomination categories are Education and Youth, Community Enhancement or Preservation, Arts and Culture, Humanitarian, and Outstanding Youth Volunteer for those who are 18 and under. Only one category nomination per submission may be accepted. You can submit separate nominations if nominating a nominee for more than one category. Please refer to the nomination form for additional eligibility information and nominee questionnaire. An awards banquet to honor the category winners will be held May 16th at 6 o'clock at the Ozark Natural and Cultural Resource Center at 202 South Main Street. As always, SACPA values the support of the community and looks forward to honoring those who support our community. Well, that's been a look at local news, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of your hometown radio station, KSMO. Stay tuned. We've got sports ahead, plus the daily investment report, and lots more on KSMO.
Need to schedule an appointment for an X-ray, MRI, CT, nuclear medicine, or an ultrasound? Call SMDH Centralized Scheduling at 573-453-5952. SMDH will schedule your tests while working around your personal schedule, help you pre-register for service, and help you navigate insurance requirements before your appointment. Schedule your radiology appointment today with Salem Memorial District Hospital by calling Centralized Scheduling 453-5952. The Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Every day, Cintas service reps help businesses get ready for the workday. They provide freshly laundered workwear delivered every week. Mats, mops, restroom and cleaning supplies. First aid and safety products to help your employees stay safe. They even test and inspect fire extinguishers and emergency lights. Cintas helps keep your business running smoothly. See what Cintas can do for you. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
We're here at KSMO Radio. It's time to take a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you by your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem Lady Tigers are scheduled to play Ava this afternoon in a makeup game at 4:30 at the Salem City Park. Of course, field conditions permitting. Salem enters the game with a 4-14 record, and they are 0-5 in the SCA Conference. The Salem track teams will be at Rolla Invitational Day, weather permitting, starting at 2 o'clock this afternoon. The Salem varsity tennis team will be at Houston today, starting at 4 o'clock, weather permitting. Salem is 5-7 on the year. The Salem Tiger baseball game versus Dora yesterday was canceled due to the weather. St. Louis Cardinals will be at New York to face the Mets starting at 5:15 tonight, then at 2:10 tomorrow afternoon, and at 11:45. All three games, that's on Sunday, and all three games can be heard on KSMO. The Royals faced the Toronto Blue Jays yesterday and played 5 innings to secure a 2-1 victory before the weather ended the game. They start a 3-game series at Detroit against the Tigers starting tonight. And that's been a look at sports, both local and regional sports, and brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned. We've got more ahead on KSMO.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
It's Clean Car Month at K&H Auto Supply. You'll find Stoner Invisible Glass Cleaner, 2 for $11. Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions for $15.99. And Rain-X Interior Glass Anti-Fog for $6.99. Stop by today at K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store here in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Have you ever asked a farmer if they talk to their fields?
Promise me you'll grow nice and tall. You got that? No, you were corn in 2013, not 2014.
Hope you were thirsty.
You think Cheryl's still mad at me?
After all that talking, sometimes it's time to listen. Your field has a voice, and John Deere Operations Center helps you hear it. Unlock every acre's full potential by using both agronomic and economic data. Visit johndeere.com/operations center and unlock your operation.
They run errands and equipment. They bring parts and dinner. They drive the combine and the kids to school. They feed livestock. They fix skinned knees, broken fences. They do the books. and lead the 4-H group. They simply make everything better. John Deere celebrates the strength and resilience of the women that make farms run. They make all the difference.
Well, here at KSMO Radio, we're coming up on 38 minutes after the hour of 7. I guess that would be 22 minutes till the hour of 8. And it's time for the Daily Stock Market Report, brought to you as a courtesy of the offices of Joe Brand and Leah Nash of Edward Jones. Edward Jones has been serving investors since 1922, and they can assist you today. Now, our Daily Investment Report with Ms. Teresa Whalen. Teresa?
This is Teresa Whalen bringing you the Daily Financial Market Report on behalf of financial advisors Joe Brand and Leah Nash, and also Edward Jones. Today's U.S. equities closed lower. The Dow closed down 375 points to close at 38,086. The NASDAQ closed down 101 points to close at 15,612. The S&P 500 closed down 23 points to close at 5,048. And in the bond market, 10-year Treasury yields are trading at 4.7%. The price of crude oil was up 94 cents to close at $83.75. And the spot price of gold was up $6 even to close at $2,344.40. For stocks of local interest, we have Ameren Corporation at $74.76, up 5 cents. AT&T $16.58, down 23 cents. Boeing $166.81, up $2.48. Dollar General $142.65, down 51 cents. ExxonMobil $121.33, up 28 cents. McDonald's $275.60, down $1.15. Microsoft $399.04, down 2 cents. PepsiCo $176.68, down 73 cents. Pfizer $25.26, down $1.01. Procter & Gamble $162.55, down 5 cents. U.S. Bancorp $40.99, down 62 cents. And Walmart $60.21, up 34 cents. This has been today's Financial Market Report, brought to you on behalf of Edward Jones, member SIPC, and financial advisors Joe Brand and Leah Nash, serving individual investors with personalized attention and financial advice at 907 South Pershing, right here in Salem, Missouri, bringing you this Wall Street to Main Street report.
Thank you very much, Teresa. That's been the Daily Investment Report, brought to you as a courtesy of the offices of Joe Brand and Leah Nash of Edward Jones, member SIPC. If you'd like more information, stop by their offices right here in Salem at 907 South Pershing, or you can call them at 573-729-3831.
Missouri, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Illinois, Iowa, Tennessee, Arkansas, Indiana, and I can keep going on and on.
John, are you going through the 50 states?
No, Mike, he's giving us the states of the Cardinals radio network.
It's just amazing. We are heard just about everywhere across the Midwest.
For over 130 years, Cardinals baseball has been entertaining fans of all ages.
It's no different this year. We're bringing you all the hits, homers, strikeouts, and excitement right here on the Cardinals radio network, powered by Graybar.
It's a mystery where Old Spice finds its amazing scents like Himalayan sea salt, but I'm thrilled they have, because no other body wash exfoliates and moisturizes 24/7 like Old Spice Gentleman's Himalayan sea salt body wash. Now, if only there was a mountain range separating the Indian subcontinent from the Tibetan plateau where I could hide my Old Spice and keep my family from stealing it, my impossibly smooth skin will finally be safe.
The Department of Elementary and Secondary Education and its important partners encourage developmental screenings to help all children thrive. A screening is not a test or an assessment, but a guide for parents and professionals to understand a child's health and development and keep it on track. A simple screening can make a world of difference in school readiness. Learn more about developmental screenings at earlyconnections.mo.gov. That's earlyconnections.mo.gov.
Here at KSMO Radio, we have 18 minutes till the hour of 8 o'clock, and it's time for Operation Weather Watch, brought to you by the Salem Community Center at the Armory, Healthy Den County, and the Salem Fitness Center. If you'd like more information about the services they offer, call 573-729-8163 or stop by 1200 West Roller Road. Well, our forecast discussion starts out with the fact that moderate to heavy rain and thunderstorms will develop today. As a result of the amplifying wave pattern, broad upper-level divergence and diffluence is overlapping a region of strong, low, and mid-level warm air advection and isentropic upglide across our area northeast of a surface warm front. Scattered showers and thunderstorms had developed within this region in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. These showers will progress northeasterly through the early morning, generally staying scattered in nature. A second, more widespread round of convection will begin in central Oklahoma, then better synoptic scale forcing overlaps the strong LLJ and associated WAA. This convection will grow upscale into an MCS and move to the northeast into western Missouri by mid-morning, early afternoon. Models are still having a hard time handling the evolution of this thunderstorm complex. Z cams have the MCS clearing through our area in the 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. time frame, while the OT1 to OT5Z HRRR runs progressively slowed the MCS to where it entered our area after 12 p.m. Despite uncertainty in timing, increased coverage in moderate to heavy rain and thunderstorms looks likely, 70 to 90%, during the mid-morning to mid-afternoon hours. These storms will progress easterly across the area while stalling across central Missouri by late afternoon, as the upper-level divergence axis settles over that region. With mean layer flow rather parallel to the axis of the forcing, this will introduce a period of training thunderstorms. The training combined with high PWATs and IVTs will produce yet another threat for excessive rainfall and potential flooding. Indeed, the WPC has most of our area in a slight, that's 2 out of 4, risk for excessive rainfall. Many locations will receive at least half of an inch, 60 to 90% chance from NBM and 50 to 70% chance from HREF. Locations generally along and east of Highway 65 where the band of heavy thunderstorm stalls could see 1 to 2 inches, have a 20 to 40% chance. Z, HREF, LPMMS suggests that localized areas within the heavier thunderstorms could see amounts up to 2.5 to 3.5 inches. Given that some locations have already seen substantial rainfall, flooding will once again be a risk. Conditional threat of strong and to severe storms exists for today. The evolution of the previously discussed MCS will largely determine the potential for strong to severe storms across central Missouri during the early to mid-afternoon hours. The Z cam suit depicts a more progressive and widespread MCS over the area, developing a more substantial surface cold pool. This would limit destabilization and any subsequent severe storms across the area. However, monitoring post Z HRRR runs each runs slow and weakens the MCS, allowing for undisturbed MLK values of 1,000 to 2,000 J per kilogram to advect into south central Missouri by mid-afternoon. This would then allow redevelopment and intensification along the line of thunderstorms, generally along and east of Highway 65, bring the risk for strong to severe storms. Thus, this is a very conditional threat based on how daytime convection evolves across the area. If storms are more widespread, persistent, and progressive through the day, the severe threat will be very low to non-existent along and east of Highway 65. If storms are more scattered and or less progressive, severe storms become possible along and east of Highway 65 after noon to 3 p.m. In this scenario, deeply curved hodographs characterized by 40 to 50 knots of 0 to 6 km bulk shear with 25 to 35 knots of 0 to 1 km shear and 250 to 300 M2 per S2 ought to 1 km SRH would introduce a tornado threat. Mid-level lapse rates of greater than 7 C per km with CAPE focused in the hail growth zone would also introduce a severe hail threat up to golf ball size hail. Wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour would also be possible. A second conditional threat for severe storms then sets up a late afternoon or evening hour west of 65, specifically towards the Missouri-Kansas border. West of the MCS into central Missouri, mid-60 dew points will surge northward ahead of a sharp NCS-oriented dry line. That's north to south-oriented dry line, obviously. This will create a corridor of 2,000 to 3,000 J per KJ ML Cape along the Missouri-Kansas border. With the surface low in Nebraska and synoptic forcing focused in northwest Missouri and southwest Iowa, the development of severe storms along the Missouri-Kansas border in our forecast area is conditional, dependent on the strength of any caping inversion and convergence along the dry line circulation. Given the subtle forcing and shear vectors largely perpendicular to the dry line, if storms were to initiate, we'd likely be looking at a couple of supercells, maybe even just one. But the environment those supercells would be in would be conducive for severe weather, perhaps significant. Shear will be better in this region at 50 to 60 knots of 0 to 6 km bulk shear, characterized by veer, back veer hodographs and enhanced low-level curvature. 0 to 1 km SRH at 200 to 300 M2 per S2, LCL heights below 500 meters, and near-surface lapse rates of greater than 7 C per km. Would support a tornado threat with the possibility of a significant tornado if any supercell can mature given the weak forcing. Significant hail up to the size of tennis balls is also possible, with HRRR analog soundings pulling a couple of 3 to 4.5 inch historical hail size events. And as always, wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour are also possible. The main time frame for this threat would be between 5 to 9 p.m. But once again, this threat is dependent on if storms can initiate along the dry line. There is good potential, 60 to 70% chance, that this region stays completely dry during this time frame. Lastly, there's a significant signal that some overnight strong thunderstorms development could occur along the Missouri-Arkansas border before midnight with the coupling of the boundary layer. The threat with these would mainly be hail up to the size of golf balls. Risk of severe storms and flooding will continue Saturday night. Precipitation chances will clear our forecast area by the morning hours Saturday. Generally, cloud cover will still be over the area, keeping lows in the mid-60s, which will be near record high minimum. The upper level long wave pattern will continue to keep the jet northwest of our region, which will keep the surface boundaries northwest of our area. This will keep persistent southerly low-level flow across our area, advecting in upper 60s dew points and temperatures in the upper 70s. This will be a muggy, warm sector, creating ML Cape values of around 2,500 to 3,500 J per kilogram. Another shortwave impulse will eject off the Rockies during the day Saturday and force cyclogenesis and once again across Oklahoma and Kansas. This will force a widespread severe threat across the area. The SPC has an enhanced 3 to 5 risk, just clipping our Kansas counties with a slight 2 out of 5 risk just past Springfield. This is mainly for storms that will move into the area from Oklahoma and Kansas overnight. Widespread and explosive thunderstorm development in that area is forecast to significantly amplify the upper-level wave pattern, creating very strong upper-level divergence in a coupled jet pattern along our Missouri-Kansas border. Additionally, upper-level flow will be straight south to north. Mean flow will then be quite parallel to the surface boundaries. This will promote training several thunderstorms that will gradually work their way into our forecast area of the western part after midnight tonight. This will create a risk for flooding, especially since the area already received 3 to 6 inches of rainfall. The WPC has a moderate 3 out of 4 risk for excessive rainfall right on the edge of our Kansas counties, with a slight 2 out of 4 risk along I-49. Along with flooding threat, the training thunderstorms will likely be severe with shear off the charts. Hodographs in this region resemble the St. Louis Arch with 1 kilometer flow at 60 knots, creating a 0 to 1 kilometer shear at 40 to 50 knots. This will promote a tornado threat, perhaps significant, mainly for our Kansas counties. A significant hail threat of greater than 2 inches and wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour are also possible. This will be an overnight threat. It will be important to be aware of the weather and alerts as these storms enter our area overnight on Saturday. These storms should generally decrease in intensity as they progress past the Missouri-Kansas border into the early Sunday morning hours. Lows will be mild in the mid-60s. Well, official rain high yesterday was 61 at 12:44 yesterday morning, with the record high being 85 in 1984. Our low was 50 degrees at 11:59 a.m., with 29 being the record low in 1910. Record precipitation yesterday, 2.54 inches. That's a little bit above normal. Month to date at 4.76, which is about an inch over normal. But since January 1, we're at 10.5 inches, with 12.19 being normal. That puts us about 1.69 inches above or below normal for this time of year. Normal high for today's date, 71, with the record high being 88 in 1989. The record or normal low for today's date, 49, with the record low being 30 in 1976. The sun rose this morning at 6:16. It'll set at 7:52 this evening. Well, our forecast indicates showers and thunderstorms are possible today, with those thunderstorms being possible mainly after 4 p.m. Now, some of the storms could produce heavy rainfall. We do have a chance of precipitation at 80%, with new rainfall amounts between a quarter and a half of an inch being possible. Our high temperature today will be near 75 with breezy wind conditions. Southeastern winds will be 18 to 22 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 36 miles per hour. Showers are likely tonight, mainly before midnight, and some of the storms could produce heavy rainfall. Chance of precipitation is 60%, with new rainfall amounts between a half and 3/4 of an inch being possible. We'll start the night cloudy, but gradually become partly cloudy and have a low temperature around 60 degrees. Southerly winds will be 18 to 23 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 36 miles per hour. We have a 50-50 chance of showers tomorrow and thunderstorms, with mostly cloudy skies and a high near 78. Southerly winds will be around 20 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. Skies will be mostly cloudy tomorrow night, with a low around 62. We'll have southerly winds 18 to 24 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 37 miles per hour. Showers are likely on Sunday, with thunderstorms also possible in the late afternoon. Chance of precipitation is 60%, with mostly cloudy skies and a high near 76 degrees. Sunday night, showers and possibly a thunderstorm. Chance of precipitation is 90%. Will be breezy with low around 59 degrees. Showers are likely and maybe a thunderstorm on Monday, with mostly cloudy skies and a high near 77. Then Monday night, partly cloudy with low around 54. Tuesday should be sunny. Our high temperature we expect to be near 81 degrees. That's 81 degrees. Will be partly cloudy Tuesday night with low around 59. Then Wednesday, we do have a chance of showers with mostly sunny skies and a high near 81. And Wednesday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly cloudy skies, low around 58. Thursday, we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the forecast with mostly sunny skies and a high temperature near 78 degrees. And that has been Operation Weather Watch, a complete look at the weather in our KSMO listening area, and it was brought to you by the Salem Community Center at the Armory, the home of Healthy Dent County and the Salem Fitness Center. For more information about fingerprinting, rural addressing, or meeting rooms, call 573-729-8163 or drop by 1200 West Roller Road.
The Healthy Dent County Fitness Center is proud to announce that they are now offering free memberships to those who have the Silver Sneakers program, which is a benefit available through many Medicare plans. Silver Sneakers is the nation's leading community fitness program designed exclusively for older adults. Getting started is as easy as calling the Healthy Dent County Fitness Center at 739-1127 to see if you qualify, or stop by and sign up at the Fitness Center office, take a tour of the facility, and start working out at no cost. Healthy Dent County and the Silver Sneakers program, partnering together for your well-being. Stop by 1200 West Roller Road or call 739-1127 to get all the details. Healthy Dent County and the Silver Sneakers program, together for your benefit.
Here at KSMO, I have 3 minutes till the hour of 8 o'clock, and it's time for our Civic Record. Civic Records, a program of church and civic news and the mention of persons recently deceased. Civic Records being brought to you by Southtown Furniture on Highway 19 South at Roosevelt. That's where you'll find a full line of quality household furniture, great selection of bedding, and the outstanding collection of flooring at the lowest possible prices. Call Southtown Furniture today at 573-729-3422 or stop by on Highway 19 South. Southtown Furniture, truly where the bargains are. Janice Darlene Heron of Osage Beach, formerly of St. James, passed away Friday, April 19th at the age of 84 years. Funeral services for Janice Heron will be today at 11 o'clock at the St. James Chapel of James Gar Mortuary. Entry will be at the Southern Cemetery. Janice is survived by her children, James Heron and wife Rose of St. Mary's, Georgia, Matthew Heron Sr. and wife Brandy of Baldwin, Melinda Furby and husband Raymond of Lake Ozark, sister Deanna Eckert and husband Terfrick of Turkey, 9 grandchildren, 9 great-grandchildren, and a host of extended family and friends also survive. And all arrangements for Janice Darlene Heron, formerly of St. James, are under the direction of the James and Gar Mortuary of St. James. Beverly Jeannie Powell, age 97, of Salem, passed away Monday, April 22nd, at home, surrounded by family. Funeral services for Beverly Powell will be Saturday at 12 noon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Beverly Powell will also be Saturday from 10 a.m. until service time at 12 noon. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. Beverly is survived by her children, Cheryl Eccles and husband Dan of Salem, Kay Revell and Orvin Harris of Sunrise Beach, Hayden Powell Jr. and wife Rose of Osage Beach, and Jeannie Trimmer and husband Mark of Salem. 16 grandchildren, 24 great-grandchildren, and 17 great-great-grandchildren, along with extended family and many friends, also survive. Memorial contributions may be made to Salem Public Library. Envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Beverly Jeannie Powell of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Please stay tuned. I'm going to be right back with more of Civic Record.
Hi, I'm Andrew Wynn. Town & Country Bank makes it easy with the best rates and terms on land and mortgage loans. Hit the trail, make a splash, or enjoy a beautiful sunset. Town & Country Bank can help you finance that beautiful acreage you've always wanted. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
Country Mart in Salem is the one place to go to get everything you need. Where you'll find a greenhouse, deli, and gluten-free, organic, and diabetic products. Fresh fruit and vegetables as well. Country Mart also has a deli and a bakery, plus they have propane tanks for your barbecue, and everything you need can be found under one roof at Country Mart in Salem. Stop by today at Country Mart in Salem.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jet Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Townscreen in Salem.
Continuing with Civic Record, a Gardener's Dream Paint and Sip will be this evening with Danielle Norris from 6 to 8:30 at the Creative Arts Center. Paint a cute canvas scene with some of a gardener's favorite things. Danielle will lead you step by step through the whole process. The cost is $25 and all supplies will be provided. At least 6 people are needed to hold the class, and it's limited to no more than 20 people. Class registrations are on a first-come, first-served basis with online registrations. Interested persons can sign up under programs at the SalemCommunityBetterment.com website for activities at the Creative Arts Center. Well, Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock, the Jadwin Volunteer Fire Department will be celebrating their 27th General Membership Meeting. Barbecue and beverages will be provided, as well as paper plates, plasticware, and napkins. You're asked to please bring your favorite picnic food, dessert, casserole, pie, or cake to share with your neighbors. The Jadwin Volunteer Fire Department is located at 33 Highway ZZ at the intersection of Highways K and ZZ. The Salem Acoustic Jam will be held this Saturday at the Creative Arts Center at 6:30. Come on out, bring your instrument and join in, or just come to listen to the music and tap your feet. All types of music are played, and whether you're a beginner or seasoned pro, everyone's welcome to participate, and there's no charge to attend. Everyone is invited out this Saturday, April 27th, to the Salem Eagles Club for karaoke by Stagecoach Productions from 7 to 11. And the kitchen's open from 5 to 8. It's open to the public. The Salem Eagles Club, located on Highway 32 West, just past the airport. Well, let's look at that menu for today at the Salem Senior Center, 604 North McGrath Lane. Chicken Alfredo with garlic breadsticks, pasta, tossed salad, roasted broccoli, Now, that menu may change without notice based on the availability of food. They'll serve from 11 to 12:30. Now, the soup and salad bar serving starts at 10:30. The suggested contribution for the meal is $5 if you're 60 years of age and above, and it's $7 for those under the age of 60. If you need more information from the Salem Senior Center, Salem Senior Center, please feel free to call 573-729-2373. Well, that has been the Civic Record, brought to you as a courtesy of Southtown Furniture, located on Highway 19 south at Roosevelt, 2 blocks south of the Crossroads Shopping Center. Call them today at 573-729-3422 or stop by Southtown Furniture, part of the Baudor family of furniture stores with the 4th generation serving you. Southtown Furniture is truly where the bargains are.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jet Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Townscreen in Salem.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Well, it's time to take another look at the Salem Senior Citizen menu for today, and it's brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio. Chicken Alfredo with garlic breadsticks, pasta, tossed salad, roasted broccoli. Now, that'll be served also with milk and dessert. Keep in mind that the menu is subject to change based on the availability of food. Their soup and salad bar will start serving at 10:30. Then the lunch menu I just shared with you will be served from 11 to 12:30. If you're 60 years of age and above, the suggested contribution is $5, and those under the age of 60, it's $7. If you'd like more information from the Salem Senior Center, 604 North McGrath Lane, feel free to call 573-729-2373. Well, that has been the Senior Citizen menu for today, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio.
I think every farmer faces the challenge of stress during the growing season. You stick a bunch of money in the ground and you just pray the good Lord lets it rain and lets you have a crop. So we actually participate in the NutriTrack program and the Crop Track program, where it gives us a lot of peace of mind if in the busy months of the summer when we're baling hay and we can't get out to every field every week. We know someone's out there looking after us.
Performance driven. Farmer-focused. MFA, your whole farm solution.
For decades, Bayer has worked with farmers across America to help them meet the demand for abundant, affordable food. One way is through glyphosate, sold as Roundup and made by us. Not only do we stand behind the product's safety, so do all the leading safety and regulatory bodies around the world. But the litigation industry fights to prevent rigorous safety analysis from being shown in court. Instead, they rely on junk science to mislead juries. Why should anyone care? Because the impact of the courtroom will be felt at every dinner table in America. Without Roundup, farm yields will go down, farmers' costs will go up, and food prices will rise even more. Farming has never been easy. If farmers lose a critical tool, they will face even harder choices: grow less food or rely on foreign supplies of the product. What's at stake isn't a product or a company. It's fundamental American values and interests. Learn more at go.bayer.com/open letter. Paid for by Bayer.
Hey, it's Fitz, F-I-T with a Z from the Country Top 40. And in case you missed us last weekend, Morgan Wallen and Eric Church took over at number 1 with Man Made a Bar. And this weekend, they're going to be facing Sam Hunt, who's also ready for a shot at that number 1 title. Can Morgan and Eric hold on at number 1 for another week, or will they retire their belt to Sam? We'll see you this weekend for all the hits on the Country Top 40 with Fitz right here.
Missouri Net News, I'm Marshall Griffin. The group Winning for Missouri Education has collected over 300,000 signatures in hopes of putting an initiative to legalize sports betting on the ballot. The campaign was launched after repeated attempts by the legislature to legalize sports betting failed. Warrensburg Republican Senator Denny Hoskins has been the roadblock in recent years preventing its passage.
I'm not against putting that question on a ballot, but I've consistently said that the ballot language that they are using, I don't believe best serves the people of Missouri. Number one, the tax rate is very low, the fees are very low, there's not enough money in there for problem compulsive gambling, which is going to be caused by a legalization of sports betting here in the state.
The group plans to collect another 25,000 signatures by the May 5th deadline, all of which have to be verified. State law requires 180,000 valid signatures must be gathered in order for a ballot initiative to be approved. Bayer could get some help from the Missouri legislature in its legal fight over Roundup. Thousands of lawsuits have been filed against the St. Louis area company, alleging that the corporation failed to warn users that the weed killer could cause cancer. The House has passed a bill sponsored by Butler Republican Dane Deal that could shield Bayer from such lawsuits.
We believe the analyzation, the looking at, the studying is for sure adequate enough to justify the process that these pesticides and herbicides go through.
Columbia Democrat Adrian Plank says Bayer has been dishonest with Missouri farmers for years. It's the Senate's turn to decide what to do with the bill. And the Missouri legislature is one step closer to passing a bill that would make it tougher for voters to change the state constitution. The bill would change the initiative petition process by requiring a simple majority plus a majority of votes cast from most of Missouri's U.S. House districts. A hotly debated item that was taken out of the Senate version of the bill was added to the version that just passed the House. So-called ballot candy, such as a lobbyist gift ban and prohibiting non-citizens from voting, were successfully added back to the proposal. As a result, it now goes back to the Senate. This is Missouri Net.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri. Missouri Department of Agriculture Director Chris Chin.
We are encouraging producers to keep your cattle up close where there's a lot of human activity, especially when you're calving. If you're looking for a depredation permit, we encourage you to reach out to the Missouri Farm Bureau. They're able to issue you a permit that will allow you to take up to 5 of the black vultures. We also are encouraging farmers and ranchers and producers to be reaching out to their University of Missouri Extension office. They have a lot of valuable resources to help you mitigate black vultures on your farm. We also have funds available at the Department of Agriculture to reimburse for necropsy results when the loss is determined to be by a black vulture. This determination has to come from a certified veterinarian or the U.S. Department of Agriculture Wildlife Services. You can find more information about black vultures on the Missouri Department of Agriculture website at agriculture.mo.gov.
Online petition is named after a late Mizzou student. Anthony Morbith reports.
An online effort named Riley's Act has been launched in Tennessee to make sure intoxicated people that get kicked out of bars make it home safely. It's a direct result of the death of Riley Strain, a University of Missouri student who was forced to leave a bar during a trip to Nashville last month and then disappeared. His body was found 2 weeks later in a river on the west side of Nashville. The Change.org petition calls on various legislative bodies to enact laws that would require bar employees and owners to call a cab or a ride share for any intoxicated guest that they force to leave the premises.
A doctor in southwest Missouri Springfield has been arrested on charges of sexually abusing a teenage girl while working at a high school. Multiple media outlets say the doctor is employed by Cox Health in Springfield. And the latest drought monitor map shows about 73% of Missouri experiencing dry conditions with no areas of extreme drought. This is Missouri Net.
Is the IRS making you feel anxious? Do you have multiple years of unfiled taxes or owe more than $8,000? The tax attorneys at Allies Tax Relief specialize in problems like yours, and they're ready to negotiate your fresh start. Don't go another year fearing the IRS. Allies Tax Relief will stop the IRS from garnishing